3rd down and 8 for Orlando in a tie ball game. Back to pass, Pyatt over the middle, caught, first down to the 30. Orlando has looked sharp offensively. That's Nathan Chambers' 2nd catch of the night for 49 yards. And good enough for an Orlando first down. Grayson Rivers and Troy Minerva combined on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 34, Orlando. Out of the shotgun for Pyatt, and a delayed handoff to Zach Parker. Tried to stretch it around the right side. Check that. It's a loss of 2. Ortiz on the tackle. 2nd down and 12 for Tallahassee. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Tallahassee won both of the meetings last year between the Intimidators and the Pride. Of course, Orlando missed the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, and Tallahassee made the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. 2nd down and 12, handoff to Parker on a delay again, breaks off the tackle and picks up 3. Gonna bring up a 3rd down and 9. White night so far for Adam Stackhouse for Tallahassee. As mentioned, he leads the league in tackles, 12.5 per game. Stackhouse a tackle for loss to his name as well. He has 13 more tackles than the next defender on the team. That's A.J. Barnes with 12. 3rd down and 9. 4 receivers, back to pass. Pyatt swings it outside, nearly intercepted and knocked out of bounds. So Fleming will have an opportunity to give Orlando the lead for the 2nd time tonight. This will be a 47-yard field goal. He missed from 48 on Orlando's opening possession.
Number 5 will come in to attempt a field goal from the 29-yard. Number 4.
It's actually about a 46.5-yard field goal. And the kick from Fleming, he missed it again! Orlando 0 for 2 on field goals in the first half. Fleming just missed it right, wide right, very wide right. Let's get an update from Kyle Walsh from Minneapolis.
The Maulers are up on the Sailors 14-3, but Carter Peters and Sultan Muhammad strike back. The 94-yard touchdown reception is the longest of the season by any player. Sailors are hanging tough. Muhammad can salute to that. Back to you, Cam.
Tie contest in Minneapolis. Freeman Goodspeed has added a touchdown onto that as well. Maulers back up as West swings it outside. That's a 4-yard pickup. Pass caught by Jordan Jennings. Jennings a bit quiet in his first couple of games. Decent numbers, 13 catches, 150 yards, 1 touchdown, but just an 11.5 catch average. That does go for 2nd on the team. 2nd and 6 at the 41. West has an empty set on 2nd and 6. High snap, throws it short. Pass caught, 3-yard pickup. That's Jennings again. Tackle made by Stevenson. Asante Dolman very quiet for the Pride as you see him enter your screen. He's been a monster for Tallahassee through the first couple of games of the season. Back to pass. West puts it out to Lane, and he's short of the first down. Nice tackle there from Reese Walsh. And the Tallahassee Pride will have to punt. So this game started off with a couple of big explosions, and actually Tallahassee may go for this. Since then, both defenses have settled down. Orlando has missed scoring opportunities. Tallahassee from their own 45 of an empty set out there. Orlando's showing a blitz Tallahassee trying to draw Orlando offside. And the Intimidators stay disciplined. And Tallahassee will have to burn a timeout. West talking it over with his coach. Tallahassee will have to kick it away. 7-7 in the first 5 minutes. Tallahassee trying to improve to 2-1. Keep pace with the Carolina Skyhawks atop the South Division. Louisville also in action. Busy night for the South Division. 3 teams in action from the 17-yard line. Perez shakes off a defender, gets up to the 22. Nice return for Isaac Perez, who moved over to wide receiver this year. Perez so far pretty quiet. 4 catches, 35 yards with a long of 11 this season. First and 10 of the 22. Orlando's had plenty of chances to take the lead in this game, just has not been able to do it. Out of the shotgun, Pyatt back to pass, dumps it off short, and it's knocked down beautifully by the line. You know what they say, if you can't get to the quarterback, you might as well get your hands up. Tallahassee does on that possession. Coming up with the halftime report, we'll have highlights from Sunday's action across the league, and trust me, if you miss Sunday's games, you will not want to miss the halftime show as we put a nice little summary on all the craziness that happened around the league. We'll also have first half stats from this Battle of Florida. That's coming up on the SFL halftime report, and it's Tallahassee misses a big chance to get a pick. Owens had the opportunity.
Third and 10 from 23 yards.
Third down, 10 yards to go. Orlando hasn't moved on this drive. Back to pass, Pyatt, deep shot, deep down the field, it's knocked away. Looking for his deep threat Chambers, and A.J. Barnes does his job. 3 straight incompletions for Connor Pyatt, and he'll have to punt.
Back to punt. Number 13 is deep to receive.
4th and 10. Orlando, if you're just joining us, got their touchdown off of a shot to Lorenzo Allen from 80 yards. Kelvin Kidd, that punt nearly blocked. The touchdown for Tallahassee, fair catch called for at the 41-yard line.
Ball will be placed around the 42.
With 7.5 to go in the first half. Final night of week 3. Can't wait to get week 4 started. The game of the week is Thursday. Carolina and Houston. The undefeated Hyenas take on the Carolina Skyhawks at 2-1. And Carolina's only lost that unbelievable comeback by Santa Fe as Reese Walsh makes another fantastic tackle. Lane dropped in the backfield for a loss of 2. So we got Carolina, Houston, arguably the 2 best running backs in the league. Johnny English going up against Darnell Black, who was quieted by Santa Fe yesterday. We've also got the 2-1 Baltimore Crabs and the 2-1 Queen City Corsairs from Buffalo. And the DC Dragons take on the Sioux Falls Sparrows in a very important game for the 0-3 defending champs as Dwayne Lane picks up 6 to set up a third and manageable. Woods, Lacoste, and Walsh in the area.
Number 26, credited with the tackle.
Third down and 6. That's straight back, fires a wobbler. I've seen babies throw a better football than that. That was ugly. Tallahassee will have to punt, and Orlando gets another stand. I'm not sure if a perfect spiral would have helped West complete that pass. In a lot of traffic. Completing 76% of his passes on the season. That's quite good. Kick is away from the 17-yard line to the 22.
Ball is spotted at the 22-yard line.
First down for Orlando.
22-yard line.
Pyatt out of the shotgun, coming off of 3 straight incompletions. They've gone away from Zach Parker a bit. Pass caught by Isaac Perez. That picks up
On the reception,
4 yards as you look at Pyatt and West's numbers. Kyle Walsh is another game break from Minneapolis. An exciting one going on in the snow. What you got, Kyle?
The Maulers have lost all the momentum. Rocco McCrony throws his first interception this season, and the Sailors use that turnover to take the first lead of the game, 24-21 early in the third. The Sailors have scored almost as many points as they did in the first 2 games. Now back to Orlando.
Second and 6 for the Intimidators. Thanks, Kyle, for the update.
27-yard.
3 receivers for the Intimidators. 2 in the backfield. Parker has not gotten a carry in quite some time and won't on this play. Pyatt's in trouble and thrown down. Loss of 8.
8 yards on the play.
Sharp gets the sack. That's the second sack by a player in Tallahassee's secondary tonight, and it's 3rd and 14.
3rd and 13. Ball at the
And all of a sudden, Orlando's offense really struggling. They were on the money in that first quarter, just couldn't convert a couple of long field goals. Back to pass, Pyatt, deep shot down the middle, caught over the defense to the 44. That's Perez. And Perez, who had 35 yards coming into the night, nearly equals his season total on that one catch. A nice touch pass, perfect spiral from Connor Pyatt, right over the top of Barnes.
First and 10 from 44 yards.
4 receivers now for Pyatt. 2 for his last 6 passing. Hand off to Parker, and Parker picks up a couple. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /simulationFL. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. Week 3 wrapping up here tonight in the Battle of Florida. Pyatt back to pass, down the field, incomplete. Looking for Chambers again. He's been well defended since that opening play. Minerva on the coverage. This is really our first good look at Tallahassee and Orlando. First time they've been on the network with yours truly.
3rd and 7 from 47 yards.
Split backs in the backfield for Orlando. 3 receivers, 2 to the right side. Back to pass, Pyatt, 3rd and 8, and that's going to be short. Allen couldn't turn the corner this time. 4th and 2 at the Tallahassee 47. And both offenses going through some growing pains here in the second quarter. Can't get anything accomplished. Orlando will punt it away.
Number 13 is deep to receive.
High snap, Tallahassee. That's the second time they got really close to blocking a kick. But Orlando is going to save the football at the 3. Both punters having a night. Tallahassee will start deep in their own territory. We had 2 safeties yesterday in the dramatic Sioux Falls-Baltimore game of the week as you look at Lane's impressive numbers to start the game. Showing an inside blitz from Orlando, 4-3 defense. They come with the middle blitz, and Dwayne Lane took a shot to the chest from Stephen Lambert. Just came flying in there. Second and 10 at the 3. Flying linebacker shift, handoff to Lane, and Lane is put down in the backfield. Dwayne Lane, who has not been stopped yet in this game. 6 carries, 63 yards before the drive. 2 carries, -1 yard. They're backed up deep in the Dome's end zone. 3rd and 12 at the 2. Crowd on their feet. Their team trying and playing hard. Lane picks up just 3. And Tallahassee will give Orlando excellent field position right before the end of the first half. And to think, what would this game be for Orlando if they would have made their 2 field goals? They'd be up 13-7 and getting the ball back now in tremendous field position inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. That was a big defensive stand by Orlando. And they put Connor Pyatt and company in business.
Let's go. 1st and 10 from 31 yards.
3 receivers with Pyatt out of the gun. Just can't take a sack. Tallahassee has 2 of those tonight. Back to pass. Pyatt dumps it off short. Sack Parker in the backfield. His first catch of the night, picks up 5. Parker in the receiving game, 6 catches, 24 yards, and a touchdown in the early season. 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Parker in the backfield for Orlando, trying to break this 7-7 tie. Pyatt swings it outside, caught but shy of the first down. Nice open field tackle by Grayson Rivers. That's Chambers' 3rd catch of the night. 3rd down and 2. We hit the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
The last thing I can assure you that Orlando wants to see is their kicker having to come back out on the field again. Orlando, the first team in league history to have a star kicker, Franklin Reese, before he was let go. He's now with Minneapolis, who's also playing tonight. 3rd down and 2 at the 23. They miss Reese tonight. Back to pass. Pyatt flips it outside, caught by Allen. 1st down inside the 20, down to the 18, and out of bounds with a minute 55 on the clock. First down and 10 at the 18. Trips right. And delayed handoff to Parker, and every once in a while that play can be really, really effective. Not against Jefferson, and I believe Stackhouse was also there to make the play. 2nd down and 12 as the clock ticks closer to halftime. Can somebody help a boy, Whoa 123 out there trying to get registered on the forums? He's been trying all day, and for some reason can't get it fixed out. Raider 77 knows what's up. 2nd down and 12. Deep shot, Pyatt, caught by Allen. Touchdown, Orlando. No TDs the first 2 games. He's got 2 tonight. Allen has showed up at home. Allen, just a well-timed play. Right in between 2 defenders. And Darian McCormick, usually stellar, getting eat up tonight. Don't forget halftime report coming up next. I know a handful of you missed Sunday's action. You won't want to miss our rundown of what went down. Extra point is good. You'll see it here first. Right here on the SFL Update halftime report. So it's 14-7. Orlando finally gets their first lead of the night. Somebody lit a fire under Lorenzo Allen. He has looked good. Meanwhile, Jordan Jennings and the Tallahassee Pride pass game still has really been rather ineffective tonight. If you take out Kelvin Kidd's long 62-yard touchdown, Alexander West has next to nothing through the air. Dolman does not have a catch. Logan has 1. Dwayne Lane has 1. Jennings a couple. Kidd a couple, and that's about it.
1st and 10 from 27 yards.
Back to pass, West, deep shot, and Jennings caught it. Timeout Tallahassee, they're down to 1. And West answers the bell. Jennings making a nice athletic catch over A.J. Lacoste, who stops Jennings from getting back up and running. One timeout for the Pride. West dumps it short. Oh, Dwayne Lane is... that is the second time we've... Oh, what is it with the South Division and players running backwards? Dwayne Lane goes the wrong way. He lost 9 yards. No huddle time for West. Dumps it off short to Lane. This is a disaster of a 2-minute offense for the Pride. 3rd and 18. No timeouts for the Pride. Orlando's defense has been pretty impressive tonight. Tallahassee put up 50. They played Louisville last week down in the dumps, did not play very well, but besides the one play to Kelvin Kidd, Orlando has looked like a totally different team out there. That gets nothing. Robert Bose on the tackle. And that may be the final play of the first half, depending upon this punt return, as Orlando elects to comfortably take a 14-7 halftime lead into the locker room. Get the snap off with 10 seconds left. Perez back to field it from the 16-yard line. Perez has 4 seconds left on the clock. We've seen a couple of teams score on the last play of the half. NYC did it earlier tonight against the Maulers. Baltimore did it against San Francisco last week. Could the Intimidators pull that off here? Would certainly do well to erase Fleming's 2 missed field goals. Pyatt's out of the shotgun. Final play of the first half. Orlando is up 14-7, trying to get their first win of the year. Handoff on a draw to Zach Parker. Stiff arm, he is popped after a 1-yard gain. And that is the end of the first half. The SFL Update halftime report is next with Sunday highlights and first half analysis of Tallahassee, Orlando. This is the Battle of Florida on the SFL Network, and halftime is now. Baltimore Sioux Falls. This one was a nail-biter all day. 9-0. Sioux Falls is up, and Mike Dazzo chucks it to a wide-open Elijah Bishop, who's the league's leading receiver. We have more on him later in the game, but Baltimore gets within 2. How about on the next highlight? Deep ball looking for Bishop again, but Ethan King gets the last lap this time with Sioux Falls up 8. But bigger problems for Baltimore. Bishop hurt, an arm injury. He did not return. Sioux Falls running back Ashley Anderson also got hurt in this game, but he would return to help Sioux Falls secure the victory. A couple other looks at it here as Bishop, it looks like he tried to dive to make the tackle on King and fell awkwardly on that arm, and he thought he had it, and he didn't. 25-21, Baltimore's closing the gap. The punt goes over Max Moholt's head. It's a 2-point game. It was the second safety of the day. Crazy stuff. Whoop. Well, that's a mistake. Got to jump a little higher, kid. 28-23, last chance for Baltimore. Nope, Mike Dazzo's 5th interception. Zanosika's 4th of the year. Sioux Falls knocks off Baltimore. Both teams 2-1. Houston and Santa Fe picked this one up in the third quarter, and Juan Bosco is making plays. Dives perfectly to the goal line for the touchdown. Santa Fe goes back up by 10. They've had Houston's number all of the first half and now starting in the third quarter. But things start to take a turn here. Courtney Coleman to DR Sim. The ball is tipped right into his hands, and Sim is gone. Cuts the deficit to 3, 24-21 late in the third. And Sim doing his thing. First touchdown of the year for Sim. 28-27, Houston's up by 1. 40 seconds to go. Santa Fe's at field goal range. Wilson's going to take a chance. He shouldn't have. Kanye Rockefeller picks it off. Oh, no. But Houston goes 3 and out, and they mismanage the clock. And Santa Fe gets the ball back. 50-yard field goal. They got one last shot, and Zeke Klein missed it. Klein can't believe it, and the Hyenas are 3-0. Here's another look at the kick, just short. Santa Fe 1-2. San Francisco and DC, what a game and what a bad day for Zach Zuley. He's picked off here by Ivan Mixon, who absolutely destroyed the Dragon offense all day. Look at Greg Corky here. He doesn't even see Mixon coming. Yeah, he just took your ball. 17-3, we're now in the fourth quarter. Roosevelt Wallace strip sack. 17-10, 4th and inches. DC starting to make a comeback. Look at Greg Corky lay out for it. 4 plays later, it's another 4th down. Zuley, pump fake. Got him, son. Gone. Touchdown with 16 seconds to go. Looks like the Dragons are going to force overtime with 14 points in the final 2 minutes. San Francisco says, no, we've been playing too well all day. Dwayne Drew, Donald Miller gets away from one, and with 1 second to go, did they get the timeout off in time? I guess so. 46-yard game winner. Good. Bulldogs winning an upset. It's halftime in Florida. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Brought to you by DAC Stats. The Intimidators up on the Pride, 14-7. The big play, the big player, Lorenzo Allen. Coming into the night, 8 catches for 58 yards, no touchdowns. In that first half, 6 catches, 125 yards, and both touchdowns for Orlando. Orlando was wrapped up 232 yards through the air for a total of 258. Tallahassee 167. They're just 1 of 6 on third down. Orlando much better, 4 of 9. The one Tallahassee turnover, and Alexander West interception in the end zone by Isaac Wallace. They need more out of West. 10 of 13, 103 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Orlando also leads time of possession by almost 5 minutes. Should be an exciting conclusion to week 3 in the second half from the Dome in Orlando. Intimidators 14, Pride 7. Orlando looking to beat Tallahassee for the first time in franchise history. Second half is on its way. This is the SFL Network.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure never to miss a moment of the action by following our channel on Twitch. This has been SFL Halftime Update. Enjoy the second half.
Kicking off. Number 13, West to receive.
Start of the third quarter, and from the 11-yard line, Tallahassee will begin at the 28 after the 17-yard return. So Tallahassee misses out on 7 points on an Alexander West interception by Isaac Wallace in the end zone. Orlando misses out on 6 points with a missed 47 and 48-yard field goal. The field goal from 48 short, the field goal from 47 wide right. It all boils down to 14-7. Orlando on top, looking for their first win of the season in their home opener. 1st and 10 at the 28. West back to pass, and West hit as he threw, nearly intercepted, and then Lane had a chance to make the catch, and Kelvin Kidd was hurt on the play. Kidd, who has Tallahassee's lone touchdown. We saw Isaac Bishop bothered by an arm injury yesterday that caused some big problems for Baltimore in the second half offensively. So Kelvin Kidd momentarily out of this game. 2nd and 10 at the 28. Back to pass. West thrown down. 5-yard loss. That's Andrew Ferguson with the sack. And both teams now have a pair of sacks tonight. Third and 15 for Tallahassee. Orlando's defense easily playing their best game of the season. 2 receivers, both to the right side of West. West back to pass. Deep shot. It's intercepted by Lacoste. Returned past the 40 to the 33-yard line. Asante Dolman still does not have a catch in this game, and West has thrown his 9th interception of the year. That is worst in the league. Pass was thrown in double coverage. Just a foolish play by West. Can Orlando take full advantage? 3 receiver set. Chambers at the bottom of the screen. Allen on fire in the first half. Delayed handoff to Parker, and Tallahassee's been all over that tonight. Stackhouse on the tackle, loss of 1.
Number 3, credited with the tackle for a loss of 2 yards on the play.
2nd and 11 at the 34.
2nd and 11.
Hyatt low snap. It's an outside. Chambers picks up a couple. There's a look at the receiving numbers. Chambers still having a pretty good night. 4 catches, 54 yards. 3rd and 9. Orlando has not done well with the long field goals. They probably need a first down or close to a first down to feel comfortable if that's what they have to settle with. 4 wide receivers. Pyatt back to pass. He's in trouble. Got away. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. Perez from Pyatt, avoiding the sack, throwing off his back foot for 6. What a throw from Pyatt. He's got 3 touchdowns and no picks tonight. Orlando has scored 21 unanswered points. Made official by Fleming's extra point. And we put the headline on the website earlier this week, Dome Sweet Dome. Orlando has the best home record of any team that's been in the league for more than 2 seasons. At home, Orlando is an astounding 17-6 in this building. That's pretty dang good. First and 10 for Tallahassee at the 28.
First and 10.
That's like going 6-2, 3 consecutive seasons in an NFL schedule. Not too bad. First and 10 of the 28 after the incredible pass from Connor Pyatt. Pass caught by Dolman, and he gets a block. Oh, Dolman took a shot from Rodney Woods. Asante Dolman finally gets in the mix. Alexander West over 100. Watch Rodney Woods just cream the big fella.
Let's go. First and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line.
Under 9 to go in the third quarter. First and 10 at the 42. Tallahassee needs to pull themselves together. Orlando flying all over the field here in the comforts of home. West back to pass. Deep shot down the field, and Lacoste nearly had his second of the day. Calvin Kidd dealing with cramps. And if I remember correctly, last year, Calvin Kidd missed some time because of cramps. That's been a problem for Kidd. The short, stocky receiver in his second year, 5'9", 198. He's got some strong legs. They're hurting right now. Second and 10 at the 42. West, the sideline, 3-yard gain, but that's it. Cannot figure out how to consistently get their tight ends involved, which was a calling card of this team in their 50-point effort against Dallas in week 1. That seems like a long time ago. Three receivers empty backfield for West. West back to pass. Down the middle. Oh, the 2 receivers got in the way of each other. Logan and Lane were in the same spot. And the ball, I believe, hit Lane in the back. Pass intended for Logan, and Tallahassee's drive stalls out. Tallahassee kicks it away from the 17-yard line. Perez, not much room to 19. So we broke down Thursday's schedule, Sunday's schedule. Remember, Sundays for the rest of the year are back in the afternoon as they were all of last season. 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Only reason why we were on it Sunday nights was because of the NFL playoffs over the first couple of weeks. The spotlight game is Louisville-Santa Fe. Santa Fe trying to avoid 1 and 3. They go to Blue Sun Stadium for the first time in Kentucky. Pyatt, deep shot. Perez caught it again. Perez has 5 grabs, and Mr. Clutch has another first down. Orlando is catching everything. Barnes with the big hit. Orlando is a different animal in this building. 5 in the box for Tallahassee. First and 10 of the 37. Pyatt back to pass. Dumps it off short. That's Allen. That's his first catch of the second half. Picks up 7. Catch number 7 on the night for Allen. 8 in his first 2 games. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 2.
Also on Sunday, next Sunday, Orlando at Dallas, Minneapolis at Cleveland in a key Great Lakes battle. 2 backs, 3 receivers for Pyatt, 21-7 Orlando. Draw play to Parker, and Parker picked up maybe a half a yard. 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Ball at the 45-yard.
3 receivers, 2 to the right side, short right side for Pyatt. Big 3rd down, he's hit as he threw. Got to give Tallahassee credit for one thing. Their secondary and their blitz packages out of their secondary have been pretty useful tonight. Nearly got their 3rd sack. And they force Orlando into a punt. 6:41 to go in the 3rd. Tallahassee keeping it close. From the 17, just swarm. The hits are absolutely crushing.
Ball will be placed around the 20-yard line. First and 10.
First down and 10 at the 20. Alexander West has had his fair share of issues tonight. Flips it outside. Jennings is out of bounds. Second straight week, Tallahassee just out of sorts offensively. And of course, they had that great start with Kelvin Kidd. And that crazy play where Asante Dolman basically created the touchdown by sealing off Rodney Woods for a good 15 yards. Since then, more stuck in the mud. West back to pass against a blitz inside, and he nearly threw another pick. Jennings was the intended receiver. Lacoste could have had a hat trick by now. West is clearly being bothered by these blitzes up the middle. He got rid of that football way too quickly. If he would have waited a little longer for the play to develop, may have had a shot at Jennings or somewhere else. 3rd down and 10. Dwayne Lane has been silent in the last quarter, I'd say. And West pass to Logan is off his hands. Logan hit on impact. The ball came out on impact, I should say, and Tallahassee goes 3 and out.
Selected the punt. Number 36. Deep to receiver.
Tallahassee has to punt it away. The Pride just have to keep hoping that their defense can do enough to keep them in this game as Orlando comes after the punt and nearly gets to it. From the 43-yard line, Orlando up to the 46, Perez on the return. Sharks' fourth tackle tonight.
Ball will be cleared around 46 yards.
First down, 10 at the 46.
First and 10. From
Orlando
46
with a
yards.
win. Goes to 1-2. Drops Tallahassee down to 1-2. Be a game behind Carolina and 2 games behind Houston, or
He picks up 4 yards on the play. Number 26
well, Louisville.
with
They
the
would
tackle.
actually be a, check that, I just screwed all that up. They would be a game behind Carolina and Louisville, assuming
Second and
Louisville
6
holds on to
from
their
50 yards.
lead over Dallas tonight. Three receivers, 2nd and 6 from midfield. Pyatt back to pass. Deep shot, Pyatt into double coverage. It's caught at the 30. Allen.
He picks up 21 on the play.
Orlando's receivers ate their Wheaties, man. Look at this beauty. Just how does that even happen? McCormick and Minerva in coverage. Unbelievable. Allen, Chambers, Perez balling tonight. Pyatt, check down, Parker. Parker trying to reverse field, nearly got away, lost 2.
He loses 3 on the play.
Down to 4:45 to go in the third. Still just a 2-score lead for Orlando.
From
Trying
43
to
yards.
extend that. Split backs. Pyatt comfortably throws it in the end zone, and it's knocked away.
The pass is incomplete, intended for
Nice break up there by Rivers. 3rd and 12. Pyatt is not afraid tonight. Not one bit.
third and 12 from 32 yards.
Don't forget, coming up post-game show, I'll have highlights from the other games around the league tonight, along with final stats from those games as well, and final stats here from Orlando and Tallahassee, the Battle of Florida. Pyatt's pass caught by Chambers for a first down. 5 catches, 72 yards tonight for Chambers. That takes him up to 333 on 21 catches this season. And another Orlando first down. Tallahassee needs to figure out something fast.
First and 10 from 14 yards.
Out of the eye for Pyatt. Hand off to Parker inside the 10. Parker's best run of the second half gets 7. Minerva on the stop, 2nd and 3.
7 on the play. Robinson credited with the tackle.
Ball at the 7. Orlando turnover free
2nd
so
and 2.
far tonight. Pyatt's got 3 touchdown passes. 1 to Perez and 2 to Allen. Pyatt going to hand it off to Parker, and Parker's wrapped up behind the line. Loss of 1.5. Adam Stackhouse on the stop. 3rd and 4 from the 9. And the way Orlando's been kicking the ball tonight, just put the field goal kicker out there. He may miss from anywhere. Pyatt trying to put Orlando out in front comfortably. Back to pass. Swing out right side. Turning the corners. Chambers for a touchdown, Orlando. 4 touchdown passes for Connor Pyatt, who's been sensational tonight. Chambers, Perez, and Allen all with touchdowns. And an epic comeback for Tallahassee, starting to fade 'away.
4th and 4 on the play. 4th and 4 from 34 yards. 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 4th and 4 from 34 yards
the extra point for Orlando is good. It's 28-7. The biggest margin of victory this season is 28, keep in mind. 44-16. Queen City topped NYC back in week 1. 21-point lead now for Orlando, who were pretty heavy underdogs coming into this game after an 0-2 start, especially the way they played against Houston. But it just goes to show you from week to week, tons of surprises around the league. Of course, San Francisco gets their first win. NYC in a competitive game right now with Minneapolis. And DC, surprisingly, is the team at the bottom. Minneapolis' undefeated record on the line tonight. Houston, the only team currently at 3-0. West has to get busy fast. Shot left side, caught by Jennings. To the 39-yard line for a first down, Tallahassee, and they're going to need more of that. If they can get a touchdown before the end of the third quarter, that would be big. And we got a flashback to a game last season. I believe Orlando was up big on Tallahassee in this building last season, and they let the game slip away. We're looking that up for you. Dwayne Lane nearly broke it free, picks up 7.
Pick up a 7 on the play. Number 26, credited with the tackle.
Last season, Tallahassee won a game in this building 38-31. They scored the final 21 points of the game. They trailed 31-17 in the fourth quarter to come back and win. They're down 28-7 here. That pass is incomplete, 3rd and 3. So it's very interesting that we may be in a similar position in this one as we were last season. Orlando lost so many close ball games last season. 3rd down and 3. The crowd can sense the importance. West, 3-step drop, has a good pocket, throws it at the last minute. The pass is caught. Logan makes the play with Watkins draped all over him, and it's a first down to the Orlando 30, a monster play by Jerome Logan. And a nice ball from West just to get that off.
1st and 10 from 30-yard line.
Dolman 6'6", 271. Logan 6'6", 286. Some monster tight ends for Tallahassee. 1st and 10 at the 30. They toss it out the lane. Lane's got some space, 25. Down to the 21, a 9-yard pickup. And this is Tallahassee, easily their best drive of the night. 80 yards for Dwayne Lane, averaging just a hair under 7 yards a carry. Need to get that guy some more touches.
2nd and 1 from 21-yard line.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Hand off to Lane, he's got some space. Takes a shot after an 8-yard pickup from Watkins. But it's 1st and 10 for Tallahassee at the 13. Finally, some energy out of the Pride. Watkins going to hurt somebody.
1st and 10 from 13-yard line.
Four receivers, 2 to either side. West back to pass. West fires it out the lane. Lane's going to have to make some people miss. Can't. Only a gain of 1. And a beautiful job on the outside by Bose. Running the little fella down. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. Tallahassee was down 14 points in the fourth quarter last season in this very building and came back and won. Can they do it again? This is the SFL Network.
Second and 8.
Second and 9 at the 12. Jennings isolated on Lacoste, top of the screen. Lacoste has won that war most of the night. Lane in the backfield takes a handoff, and Lane is stood up by Bose. Robert Bose has had a big second half. It's 3rd and 10. Two receivers, one to either side. West back to pass on a 3rd and long. He's in trouble. Got it away just in time. It's caught by Dolman for a touchdown. Only the second catch of the night for Asante Dolman. And it's his first touchdown of the season to get Tallahassee back in the ballgame. And Orlando's got to be thinking, here we go again. With a Tallahassee comeback in our building. And the extra point is good. Reflects the scoreboard. 28-14. Tallahassee looking for some defense. Program reminder, we're back in 3 days here on the SFL Network to start week 4. And what a slate of games we have. The game of the week, 3-0 Houston at 2-1 Carolina. The Skyhawk fans are going to be fired up for that one. As Isaac Perez on the kickoff return is tackled by the kicker at the 42. Angelo Martinez, not just for booting field goals and extra points. Stops an Orlando touchdown. Houston at Carolina, the game of the week. Thursday night in the spotlight, Queen City, Baltimore on any other night would be the game everyone would be excited about. A battle of 2-1 teams there. And Sioux Falls at 2-1 hosts the defending champs who are looking to avoid 0-4. That's all Thursday night here on the Sim Football Network. Back to pass, Pyatt dumps it off Parker, and Parker breaks a tackle, and McCormick wraps him up for a 2-yard pickup.
Second and 8. Ball at the 44-yard.
3 wide receivers, 2 to the right side for Orlando. 2nd and 8. This is a huge defensive stand for Tallahassee. Back to pass. Pyatt, deep shot left, and McCormick knocks it away. 3rd down. McCormick, big play, has not defended the long ball well tonight at all. But did on that play. .9:40 to go, 28-14 Orlando, and Connor Pyatt especially, sharp as attack all night. Can he get it done on 3rd down here? 3 receivers to the left, Pyatt back to pass. Pyatt steps up the pocket, he's sacked! 4th down, Pyatt slow to get up. 3rd sack of the night for Tallahassee, Leo Evans. They force a punt and the Pride have it back.
Have selected to punt. Number 13 is deep to receive.
Big defensive stop by Tallahassee.
Well, you're going to be feeling that sack for a little bit.
punts it away. Pride from the 24-yard line up to the 29. What are the odds that an event that is very unusual, a 14-point fourth quarter comeback, happens twice in the same matchup? And quite honestly, around the same time of the season. I believe last year's matchup was either week 3 or week 4. First and 10 at the 29-yard line for Tallahassee. Plenty of time left. West flips it outside, caught for a 3-yard gain. Calvin Kidd we've done honestly a poor job of keeping you updated. Calvin Kidd has not returned in this game. Tallahassee could use a boost in the receiving department. Still out with apparently cramps.
2nd and 7 from 32 yards.
Lane in the backfield, but West is going to keep throwing it, and Lane makes a man miss and gets a solid 4 yards to the outside. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for Tallahassee, manageable. .171 yards for West, but the 2 picks really haunting him, especially that one in the end zone. Back to pass, and West outside, incomplete. Well defended by Rodney Woods. Tallahassee, it's still too early, I would think, to go for it, so they'll punt it away, but another good stop by Orlando. Pride kick it away. Orlando just needs one more score to put this out of reach. 8:08 to go in the fourth. 1st and 10 at the 36. We'll have highlights of NYC and Minneapolis that has gone final on the post-game show, and it'll be everyone's first look at the final stats of that game as well, along with Louisville-Dallas highlights and final stats from Tallahassee-Orlando tonight on the post-game report. As Pyatt goes deep, and it's caught by Chambers to the Pride 45. Connor Pyatt has just been the X factor tonight. There's just no doubt about it. He has been really good. Spreading the ball around, too. A very balanced passing attack for Orlando.
1st and 10 from 44 yards.
Delayed handoff Parker, and Parker took a shot, loss of 1. Orlando has liked that play tonight. It has not worked out. 2nd and 11, still 7.5 minutes to go.
2nd and 11 from 45 yards.
Pyatt to throw. Short outside, Allen picks up 3, stops the clock with 7:13 to go, and Zach Parker is hurt. What is going on in week 3? Zach Parker hurt on the play that totally changes the game for Orlando, and Tallahassee going to challenge that catch was even made.
The visiting team are challenging.
That's the 4th injury in the last 2 games called here on SFLN1. This catch by Allen, supposed catch, he's out of bounds. That's a good challenge by Tallahassee. It's going to be 3rd and longer.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds.
Orlando's furious.
Charged with a timeout. 3rd down.
Still got a lot of game to go. Parker is now out of the game. Kidd is out of the game for Tallahassee. 3rd down and 11. The problem for the Pride is they have not been able to contain Connor Pyatt at all. Pyatt to throw, takes a deep drop back on third and long, and the pass is picked off and returned past the 30 to the 34 by Troy Minerva. First turnover of the night for Orlando, and Tallahassee's got the ball back. Looking for a slot receiver down the middle for the first time all night. And Tallahassee's defense comes up with a monster stop. First and 10 at the 34. Dwayne Lane has been almost non-existent from the second half game plan. I'm a little surprised by that. Jerome Logan has really stepped up here in the last couple of drives. Picks up 6 on that catch.
Second and 4. Ball at the 40-yard line.
Second down, 4 yards to go at the 40. 28-14, Orlando trying to hold on. Hand off to Lane, and Lane is picked up and thrown down WWE style by Watkins. Watkins has some words. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 from 40 yards.
West out of the gun. Back to pass. West, deep shot, and it's knocked away. Jordan Jennings just shut down tonight in the deep ball department. 6 catches on 11 targets, and I don't know, is Tallahassee going to punt it again? I think they probably should.
Let's go.
And that's what they're going to do. Still, I mean, a good 6 minutes left in this game. Anything can happen, but Tallahassee cannot take advantage of Orlando's first turnover. That hurts. Momentum stays with the Intimidators. High kick, Perez from the 22-yard line, and he is put down immediately.
Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24.
1st and 10 from 24 yards.
The 0-2 Orlando Intimidators trying to stay within a game of the lead of the South Division. Handoff up the middle. That's a nice run for Parker's replacement. 7-yard pickup. He'll take that all day. Second and 3 at the 30.
31 yards.
Perez out wide, top of the screen. Chambers, Allen to the left. Split backs, Parker still out. And again, they hand the ball off, and they get a good gain for a first down. That is just inexcusable out of Tallahassee. You cannot allow a backup running back to come in, Marcus Cooper, and get 2 carries for 13 yards and move the chains.
First and 10 from 36 yards.
9 catches, a $154 tonight for Allen, who's been a monster. Cooper lost 5. And that is what Tallahassee was looking for. Preston Ingram unblocked.
5 on the play.
Easy tackle. Zach Parker makes that first guy miss. Second down and 15 now for Orlando at the 31. Without Parker, still trying to hold on. 3 receivers for Pyatt, 5 in the box for Tallahassee. taking their time, down to 6 on the play clock. They're trusting Cooper, and Cooper picks up 4. That's his 4th straight carry since Pyatt threw the interception. Short leash or what? Although Orlando is burning a lot of clock with the strategy, down to 4:10 to play in the game, still up 14. Out of the eye. Biggest third down of the game easily right now. Pyatt under center. From the left hash, taking his sweet time. 8 on the play clock. 3:50 on the game clock, handoff. Parker back in the game. And Parker did not get the first down, but it does waste 40 more seconds off the clock. So Zach Parker's okay. Comes in for a 3-yard gain, 4th down, but Orlando will have to punt it away. And now Tallahassee needs a quick score, still with the 2-minute warning and all 3 timeouts, but at this point, I would think any score would follow with an onside kick. Especially with Martinez on your roster. They run the play clock all the way down again. Orlando does a great job. They waste 3 minutes of clock there. And they could not have asked for a better drive that ended in no points. 3 minutes come off the clock, and Tallahassee has 3:01 to work with.
First and 10 from 28-yard line.
Jennings has not gotten the deep ball going all night. First and 10, West. Straight back, flings it out to Jennings. That's only a 3-yard gain, and Tallahassee running the no huddle. 3 yards at a time are not going to get it done. West, short throw caught by Dolman, and he pushes the pile ahead for a first down to the 38. Dolman's 3rd catch of the night. Done a pretty good job on him. There's a penalty marker down. I didn't see anybody offside. Jennings with a 3-yard catch, but that may have been on Orlando. Didn't have everyone onside.
Neutral zone
That's what
infraction.
it is.
Number 95.
That's on
defense,
Bose.
5-yard penalty. Repeat.
He'll
first
take the
down.
penalty. It'll be 1st and 5 at the 43-yard line for Tallahassee. Post-game show coming up next. We'll have highlights from Louisville, Dallas, NYC, Minneapolis. Final box scores from around the league. All coming up at the post-game show in 2 minutes and 33 seconds here. West back to pass on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's Logan again. Did not get the first down. No, check that. Dolman on the catch. 2nd and inches, the 47. Orlando got to get back on side. Lacoste. Alexander West has got to snap that ball. That pass is caught by Jennings. Clearly Lacoste in La-La Land. 1st and 10 of the Orlando 34. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. West back to pass against a 4-man rush. Over the middle, short to Logan. That's the 2-minute warning. To Dolman again. Check that. As Dolman quickly up to 6 catches.
Second and 5.
Tallahassee not done yet. Lane in the backfield, but has been silent in the second half. West flips it outside, got to get out of bounds, did not. That's Kidd's replacement, who's still out. 1st and 10 at the 22. West has to hurry everyone to the line. Back to throw. West, a little short throw. That is just not going to get it done. West has got to have a sense of urgency. Back to pass. West floats it down the middle. It's picked off. That's Robert Woods. And West's 3rd interception. He's got a league-high 10 in 3 games. Tallahassee still has all 3 timeouts, but this game all but finished. And when you look around the league at the 4 teams, the 4 expansion teams from last year who made the playoffs, Tallahassee 1-2, Santa Fe 1-2, DC is 0-3, Louisville the lone team over 500. Meanwhile, the new teams this year, Carolina's coaching staff has built a 2-1 record as Tallahassee burns a timeout. Houston is 3-0. Dallas has struggled at 1-2. NYC, much improved, but 0-3, so a mixed bag. Sioux Falls, though, 2-1. Sophomore slump, clearly, for the group of 4 from last season. 2nd down and 12. Tallahassee can still get the ball back. Toss play out to, well, is Parker back in or what? That was Cooper again. Trying to diagnose Zach Parker here. Did he get re-injured? Because Cooper comes back into the game and loses 5 more yards. Orlando is backed up to their own 6 now on a 3rd down and 18. Tallahassee still has an outside shot. Split backs, 3 receivers. Pyatt gonna hand it off. That's Cooper again. And Cooper is put down. No gain. Timeout Tallahassee. They'll get the ball back in great field position. With great field position, I should say, with 1:19 to go. Standing back 9 yards deep in the end zone, Orlando to kick this away. Tallahassee got close to a block a couple of times tonight. Does not go for the block this time. Punt takes 7 seconds off the clock. Tallahassee has the ball in the 36 of Orlando with no timeouts. 1:12 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and an onside kick recovery in 72 seconds. Wouldn't be the craziest thing we've ever seen. Two receivers. Kelvin Kidd is still out, so it's all up to Dolman and Jennings. Short throw to the outside, it's dropped. Wes Turner with his first drop of the night and first missed catch thrown his way. But they really would have liked to have Kidd turn the corner on that play. So a 2nd down and 10 for Tallahassee. At least the clock stopped for the Pride, but Orlando's defense has been on point all night. West back to pass, down the middle again. West completes for an 8-yard pickup. Inexcusable 2-minute offense here for the Pride. Not looking sharp. Back to pass, West throws again, middle of the field, caught by Dolman. Dolman is really making his stat sheet look good. Dolman takes a long time to get back to the line, down to 38 seconds to go. West has got to snap the ball and finally spiked it with 33 seconds to go. He just wasted at least 8 seconds off the clock. West, a tumultuous couple of seasons in Tallahassee. Doesn't look like he has improved on his errors that plagued him last season. 33 seconds to go, 2nd and 10. Back to pass, West gonna flip it out to Lane, and Lane is tackled at the line of scrimmage. A head-scratching final drive here for the Pride. They have to score on this player. This game is over. West back to pass. West goes to the end zone, and in double coverage, the receiver is whacked by Watkins. Watkins laying the boom all night, 4th and 10. Post-game show just around the corner. Jennings top of the screen. The Jennings-West connection largely ineffective. West with an empty backfield. On 4th and 10, back to pass against the 4-man rush, throws it short, pass is tipped up in the air and incomplete, and Orlando impressively dismantles the Tallahassee Pride tonight and gets their first win. And they looked like a completely different team out there tonight. Steven Lambert knocks it away. And one final kneel down coming for Orlando. Give us a few minutes to prepare the final stats for the post-game show. And we'll be ready to go to recap a stunning week 3. Connor Pyatt takes the knee and celebrates with his teammates 28-14. Orlando and Tallahassee both now 1-2. Post-game report is coming up next here on the SFL Network. So the Orlando Intimidators get the win, 28-14. Welcome to the SFL postgame report. Let's take a look at the final numbers. Alexander West, 28 of 45 for just 238 yards. That's 5.3 yards per attempt. That's not going to get it done. Threw 3 interceptions, but did have 2 touchdowns. Dwayne Lane, second straight game held to under 100 yards. Sahara Desert offense struggling. They've scored 30 points in the last 2 weeks. A.J. Barnes led the defense, 10 tackles and a pass defended tonight. For Orlando, Connor Pyatt, 26 of 36, 356 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Zach Parker, very ineffective tonight in the victory, 20 carries, 35 yards. Lorenzo Allen, 9 catches, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns in his monster return after a sluggish first couple of weeks. Let's take a look at what happened around the league. The undefeated Maulers and the winless Sailors. How would this one go tonight? Well, the Sailors were down by 11 early, and then the passing game became a party. Sultan Muhammad from Carter Peters. It's the longest pass of the season across the league, 94 yards. It's the Sailors within 4. Sailors down 11 again, but Philos Celestino. That's a mouthful. As the time expires in the first half, which again for NYC, it's just a 4-point game heading into the locker room, 21-17. 7 seconds into the third quarter, Rocco Marconi, an interception? Yeah, your eyes aren't deceiving you. That's his first of the season. Returned inside the Mauler 10-yard line. The Sailors would turn it into a touchdown and take the lead. 24-21, up 34-31 with 20 seconds left. Too much Freeman, good speed. It was his 3rd touchdown of the night, 6th of the season. You just can't keep the Maulers down. 38-34, 3-0 Minneapolis. The Maulers escape again. Minneapolis won in week 1, 38-30. They won last week 38-31. And they beat the Sailors tonight 38-34. Teams just keep getting closer, but they can't stop Minneapolis when they're healthy. Let's take a look at the final numbers. Much improved night for NYC. Carter Peters, 28 of 40, 325 yards, 3 touchdowns, and his interception came on his first pass of the game. After he got it out of his system, Peters pretty good. Philo Celestino, 22 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Sultan Muhammad, beast. 11 catches, 193 yards, and a touchdown. Rocco Marconi, besides the 1 pick, his very efficient self. 32 of 44, 381 yards, 5 touchdowns, and a pick. Freeman Goodspeed, 9 catches, 146 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He has 6 touchdowns in 3 games. That leads the league. I bet if you were to ask around the league who leads the league in receiving touchdowns, how many would say Freeman Goodspeed? He's on fire. So are the Maulers, 3-0. They take on 2-1 Cleveland next week. Louisville, Dallas. What happened in Big D? Dallas. Remember how good the Law were in prime time last week? Well, they were flat tonight. Murdoch Mock, intercepted by Andre Khrushchev. First interception of his career for the big man. Khrushchev putting the Wolfpack in business and stopping an early Dallas drive. 10-0, halfway through the second. David Overstreet takes over. 1, 2, 3. Teaching kids how to count all over this great country. You kidding? You're not going to catch that, man. 17-0, Louisville would open it up, but it would get worse for Dallas. Just a second look at it. Why not? Pass play to Overstreet. 3 minutes later, G-O-N-E. Teaching kids how to spell 2. Gone. 24-0. It's 30-3. 3 minutes to go. Mock to Starbuck, who breaks a tackle and scores. He'd have plenty to celebrate, because that was his only catch of the night. Louisville 2-1, 30-10. So Dallas gets thumped for the second time this year by the South Division, 30-10. This time at home, Louisville has won 2 in a row and have looked good doing it. Skeletor P-Funk, another interceptionless evening, 24 of 32, 131 yards and a touchdown. Didn't have a great game, just the 131. It was all David Overstreet, 24 carries, 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. And really the story of this game was which team could run the ball, and it wasn't Dallas. Mick Hardcastle, 23 carries, 39 yards. What a disappointment he's been through 3 weeks. D.D. Ritter, no disappointment for Louisville. 10 catches, 83 yards. He was on point tonight over the middle against Dallas's defense. Murdoch Mock, 20 for 27, but 7 of his incompletions were thrown to the other team. 3 interceptions. Lucius Sanders had 2 of them. He now has 4 on the year. He's tied with Zen Asika at the top of the league. 210 yards and a touchdown for Mock. Bones Malone and Ed Rebrabi led the defense, combining for 23 tackles and 4 tackles for loss. So here's your final. One more time, Orlando 28, Tallahassee 14. And sure, we'll give an update on the standings, absolutely. In the West Division, the Houston Hyenas are all by themselves. They're 3-0. The Santa Fe Gorillas, Dallas Law, and Oklahoma City Renegades are all 1-2. Oklahoma City beat Santa Fe, but Dallas beat Oklahoma City. Santa Fe is 0-1 in that instance. Dallas 1-0, and the Renegades 1-1. Looking at the South Division, the Louisville Wolfpack and the Carolina Skyhawks are both 2-1. The Orlando Intimidators and the Tallahassee Pride are both 1-2. So 5 teams in the Teal Conference 1-2, but everyone's won at least one game. Houston is the lone undefeated. Up in the Gray Conference, we start with the Coastal Division. The Baltimore Crabs well ahead at 3-0. The San Francisco Bulldogs are in second place of that division at 1-2. NYC and DC are both 0-3. NYC plays San Francisco next Monday night in the Spotlight game, a big divisional battle. DC plays Sioux Falls, and the two play Monday, February 8th, the day after the Super Bowl. DC at NYC for the first time. Could they both be 0-4? For their sakes, they sure hope not. In the Great Lakes Division, it's the best division of the SFL through 3 weeks. The Minneapolis Maulers are 3-0. The Queen City Corsairs, Cleveland Vipers, and Sioux Falls Sparrows are all 2-1. Battling it out, a game behind Minneapolis. Of course, Minneapolis has already beaten the Sioux Falls Sparrows by 8. They play Cleveland next week. They still have 2 meetings with Queen City left on the schedule. So if you're looking at it from a playoff perspective, so each division, each team from each division gets a playoff spot. So if the playoffs were to start today, I know it's only week 3, but it's fun. Minneapolis and Baltimore would get in, and then 2 of the 3 2-1 teams in the Great Lakes Division would occupy those final 2 seeds. In the Teal Conference, Houston would be on top, along with the tiebreaker winner of Louisville, Carolina. The other would get the 3rd spot, and then it would be a 5-way tie for 4th at 1-2 for that final playoff berth. So that's a little bit of how all that works, giving us a nice little preview with plenty of time left to go in the season. So that about wraps it up. Orlando gets the victory, and not 0-3. That's all Orlando cares about. Now they can take the next steps forward to try and become a powerhouse once again. It's been a while since they were able to do that. They play Dallas next week, a battle of 1 and 2 teams, so somebody's going to get to 500 in week 4 between those two. Tallahassee back at home next week against Oklahoma City, another battle between 2 1 and 2 teams. That's Monday night. We've had a lot of fun in week 3. It's been wild. We appreciate everyone's support and everyone tuning in. Continue to spread the word. From all of us at the Dome in Orlando, Florida, and for Kyle Walsh back in the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas, I'm Cameron Irvine. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League and the Sim Football Network. It's been fun, everybody. Have a great few days. We'll see you back in the chat Thursday night for an epic night of action, headlined by Houston and Carolina. Good night, everybody.